One thing my dad told me when I got a job and first started making the money and first started writing tithe checks, I wasn't making very much, and the checks weren't for very much money. And so I told him that, and I was like, yeah, this check's only gonna be like 20 bucks. Like, I feel like that's not that big a deal. And he looked at me and he said, you know, you can't outgive God. Like, don't worry about how much you're giving, because however much you put in that plate, He's gonna take it and He's gonna do whatever He wants with it.
It allows me to see the budget that I have for my family and see God's hand in that budget. God takes the 90% or what's left over after my tithes and my offerings, and He uses that to His benefit and allows me to do more with it. I believe that by having this and using that as a budget and following God's budget, it makes my budget go further, it makes my budget do the things that I needed to do, and we see His blessing because of that.
It forces me every time I get a paycheck to sit down and look and set aside that 10%, and then at that point I'm looking at my money and I think, okay, I should put this much in savings and figure out how much I have to spend on everything else. And it makes the money more real because you have to look and think about it.
Giving to God through my church has given me a chance to sacrifice things that I've earned, and it's also helped me learn that the money that I earn isn't from what I do, but it's from God, and we should return it to Him.
Well, I think once you develop a process and it becomes something that's you're disciplined to, that we're disciplined through our family, we don't really think about it. Again, the talents that we have to earn money are talents that are given to us by God, and the money that we earn is money that's given to us through God. So what better way to honor Him than to give it back to Him? Use our talents, use the money that He's provided to us, give it back to our church here at First Baptist Church of Lubbock, and watch Him use those resources to change our community and change the lives around us.
Reading the Bible, I see that God wants me to be a better manager of my money and to satisfy and bring joy to the Lord. And so it really brings my attention to where my money is going and how it's affecting the community in a positive way and not just myself.
You know the old adage where you have a jar and you have big rocks, and then you have pebbles, and then you have sand? And if you put the sand in first and then the big rocks, or in the pebbles, and then the big rocks won't fit. So you have to put the big rocks first, the things that are important first, and then the pebbles will fit around it, and then the sand will all fit into the jar. So giving money to our church has been a big rock in our life, and we have to put it in our jar to make it fill up, so that everything else falls into place. That's the only way that we've learned to manage our money, and we give what is to the church first before we do anything else.